change brought about global yield declines of 3.8% for maize and 5.5% for wheat. This is quite a scary statistic for me. For every 1 degree Celsius change increase in growing seasonal temperature, wheat production decreases by 6%. So if you put this, on the face value of what the population is doing, this has got significant impact. Low productivity of soya beans, prevailing droughts, low yields and technical difficulties experienced by the crushing industry remain significant challenges for the fastest expanding crop in South Africa. In this regard, yield improvement is expected to be the most significant driver of agricultural production. It is expected that in Asia, Europe and North America, additional production will be driven by yield improvements, while in South America, yield improvements and additional agricultural areas are the drivers. On the other hand, like mentioned before, modest growth in production is expected for Africa. So now I'm going to take a page out of the book of my colleagues at the Summer Grain Institute. This is from Kingston's pulse breeding programs. In South Africa, we do not yet have any varieties that are tolerant to heat or drought. The local breeding program has mostly focused on biotic stresses such as diseases and pests, which have always been major constraints to production. We've made significant progress in improving disease resistance in our released varieties. And this is quite interesting. Some of these initiatives include a collaborative research project with the USDA, Feed the Future project, to address heat and drought tolerance, which has to date reported the following progress. An Andean diversity panel was established, which consists of plus minus 700 entries as part of the project. These varieties were entered from breeders and collaborators globally. You see initiatives like these in most major crops globally. The Andean beans are the large seeded beans and lack resistance to many traits. The majority of resistance are present in Mesoamerican types or the small seeded beans. This panel has been studied extensively in several countries for resistance to biotic and abiotic stresses, and the information is available to all those interested. The ADP lines were planted for drought tolerance at Potchefstroom in the northwestern province of South Africa during the 2014-15 and 15-16 season, but no significant reliance could be generated as a result of late rains. The past season, we had a trial of plus minus 3 hectares of foalhards in Northern Cape, where we tested 400 ADP lines as well as another 200 DTP lines. The DTP lines relate to the Durongo Diversity Panel that was developed specifically for heat and drought tolerance. We were able to generate good data from these trials. All the local cultivars were highly susceptible to heat and did not yield anything. We were, however, able to identify promising lines that could be used in our breeding program to improve heat resistance. The results from these trials correlated well with results generated from trials in other countries. We also included the PIC lines, it's the Phaseolus Improvement Breeding Program in this trial. There are F4 populations from 4-way crosses that have been developed through the crossing of ADP lines with the most promising resistance to multiple stresses. Single plant selections were made from these, and they being multiplied in a winter nursery in Motete. These lines can be included in the breeding program for possible release. The PIC lines are also being distributed to countries in the PABRA network for testing and release. So this information is freely available and the technology as well. The ARC's other activities in the PABRA network include the improvement of nutrient content of beans for iron and zinc, and this is when we spoke to nutrition-sensitive agriculture. Seed systems, that's training of farmers to produce seed, not grain, and linking it to the markets, as well as the training of farmers. Now moving a little bit away from the pulses, but into the context of what we've just spoken about, this is quite a success story for the ARC, and one that's really, I think, quite encouraging. How do we address these food shortages? We've heard rumours in the media. The Australians, I think, reported it that El Nino is now over. but I think it remains to be seen. So amidst this flood of discouraging reports, the IOC continues to